Hey guys, and welcome back to another yoga practice with me, Julie. I'll be your yoga instructor for the day. So today's flow, we are going to get up and moving in the practice pretty quickly. So if you need some extra time to settle in and to ground in to this practice and a little bit of extra time for some stillness, feel free to take your time and then play the video whenever you are ready. We are going to start right on up at the top of your mat in our standing mountain pose to begin. So meeting me here when you're ready. Let's dive in. Let's just take a big inhale here, arms rise. Exhaling hands through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhaling, relax through the shoulders. Inhale as you grab left wrist with right hand. Get that lift and length out through the hips, different body part. And exhale, bending it over to the right side, grounding down through that right foot. Awesome. Feel that length here as you bring it back through center. And we're gonna switch sides. So left hand grabs right wrist here. Inhale, creating that length and lift out through the spine. And exhale, reach it over to that left side, grounding down through that left foot. Feeling that nice lift and that length through the right side body. And we're gonna bring it back through center, cascade that upper body forward, and heel toeing those feet hip distance apart. Option to take a nice deep bend in the knees here, or keep the legs straight, just grabbing opposite elbows here, letting the head hang heavy, feet hip distance apart, coming into that ragdoll. Inhaling here. And exhale, let it go. Letting this breath just send you deeper into the body here. Maybe even setting an intention for your practice and what is going to nourish and support you today. What you can bring in and create space for, and what you can't release. And with the next breath, just slowly bring those fingertips down to the mat. And as we inhale, lengthen halfway, fingertips coming to mat or to shins, flat back, tailbone pulls back. And exhale, forward fold. We're gonna step it back to that high plank and then pull it all the way back, tailbone reaches high, downward facing dog. Big inhale here through the nose. And exhale out the mouth, let it go. Starting to take it into a pedal out here of the feet. So inhaling, one knee comes in. Exhaling, opposite knee pulls in. Pedaling all the way out through the toes here. Just inviting this opening and this expansion down the back body, down the whole posterior chain here. And eventually coming to find that stillness once again here in your down dog. We're gonna inhale here, snake the spine over to your high plank, and exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, snaking that spine bone by bone, take it nice and slow over to that high plank, stacking shoulders over wrist. And exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, snaking that spine over, high plank. Taking some wrist rocks here, forward and back, up on the balls of the feet, shifting that weight. Good. So just warming up through the core, firing up through the shoulders here. Finishing up a few more forward and back. And then we're gonna take a few circles moving towards the right side. So we'll do right side, a few circles here. Again, firing up through the core and the shoulders here. And then we'll take these a few moving towards the right. Good. And then we're gonna let ourselves fall down to the knees here. Big toes together, knees wide, sink the weight back into the hips here. Wide leg child's pose. Let's walk those hands over to the right side, starting to peel that opening down left side body. And then walking those fingertips back through center and over to left side, starting to peel that opening down right side body. And we'll walk those hands back through center here. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Relaxing through that hip space, maybe getting a little sway side to side. Taking these spinal rolls here now in your wide stance child. So as we inhale, snaking that spine over to your tabletop variation, stacking shoulders over wrists. Exhale, arch the spine, tailbone reaches high, sink those hips back to the heels. Beautiful, beautiful, awesome. Inhale here, snaking that spine, rounding it out to your tabletop variations, knees still wide. Exhale, arch that spine, sink those hips back to the heels. Beautiful, beautiful, good. We'll take one more time here. Inhale, snaking that spine over to your tabletop variation. Exhale, collarbones open, shoulders pull back, arch the spine, sinking those hips back to the heels. Beautiful, good, good, good. With the next inhale, we're gonna come on over onto all fours. We're gonna stack those knees hip distance apart. So wrists stacked under shoulders, knees under hips, tucking under through the toes. Inhale here. And as we exhale, we're gonna hover those knees a few inches off the mat and just hold it out for a second, an extra cycle of breath. Inhaling. And as we exhale, we're gonna push the heart back towards the thighs, deep bend here, super strong through the quads. Inhale, we're gonna pull it back to that tabletop with the knees hovered, so this little bear stance. Good, good, good. And then exhale, pressing the heart back towards the thighs, super, super deep bend. Awesome. One more here. Inhale, bring it back over to your tabletop, keeping those knees hovered. You got this. And exhale, threading the heart back towards those thighs, super, super deep bend. And then we're gonna straighten out through the legs, making your way back into your downward facing dog. You can walk the feet back a step if you need a little wider stance here as you arrive. Big inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg sweeps high. Exhaling, bending through the knee, opening up through the hip here. Taking an extra cycle of breath with this hip opener. And re-extending that right leg and releasing those toes back down towards the mat. With the next inhale, sweeping that left leg high, three-leg dog, pointing through the toes. And exhale, bending through the knee, opening out through the hip. Taking an extra cycle of breath here. Inhaling. Exhale, let it go. With the next inhale, extend the leg, point to the toe, release those left toes back down towards the mat. Good, good, good. Inhale, sweeping right leg high, starting to come through our flow series now. As we exhale, step into the hands, opening up to your high lunge, arms sweep high. Relax through the shoulders at the top of the movement, back leg straight, balancing on the ball of the back foot. And then we're going to swivel it open, warrior two, back toes pointed to the top of that corner of the mat. Stack that front knee over ankle. Beautiful. Shift the gaze over that front middle finger. And we're going to reach it forward slightly with that front hand until you feel that slight pull in the front hamstrings. And then we're going to sweep those biceps by the ears, palms facing each other. An option to come up onto the toe here for a little extra engagement. Good. Inhaling. Exhale, bring the front heel down. Reopening out to that warrior two. Keeping the low body as it is, we're going to sweep the arms high, biceps by the ears. And as we exhale, we're going to lean it back so the right side body is getting that extension. So you're in your peaceful warrior with those arms both by the ears. So now we're going back here. Exhale, reopening it up, warrior two. And inhale, sweep those arms high, bouncing on the ball of the foot, back to your high lunge. And you're gonna exhale, hover that back knee down off the mat, low lunge, cactusing out those arms to a side. You're just gonna hold it out here for a second. Good, good, good. So back knee is hovered off the mat, arms are cactused out. Inhale. Exhale, arms come back high, high lunge. And then we're gonna bring it down, framing the front foot, step it back in the front leg, and then bring it back to your high plank, and then back to your high lunge, or high plank, and then downward facing dog. Let's take an inhale here through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. We're gonna go on that opposite side now. So inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, step into the hands, opening right up to that high lunge. Relax with the shoulders, palms facing each other. Awesome, awesome. Inhale here. Exhale, we're gonna get that gentle external rotation, warrior two. Front knee is stacked over ankle, back toes are pointing to that top right corner of the mat this time, shifting the gaze over the front middle finger. And then we're gonna get that slight lean forward, reaching forward with the front fingertips until you feel that slight pull in the front hamstring. And then you're gonna bring those biceps by the ears. So the left side body is leaning towards that front left thigh. Good, good, good. Option to come up with the toe here for a little expression advancement here. Inhale. Exhale, guiding that front heel back down, and then reopening those arms out, warrior two. Inhale, sweep those biceps by the ears, arms reach high. And exhale, you're gonna open up, flare out through the ribs on this left side body as you make it into your peaceful warrior variation with both arms up. Yeah, biceps by the ears. Good, good, good. Inhale here. Exhale, reopen it up, warrior two. And as you inhale, sweep those arms high, biceps by the ears, high lunge. Beautiful, good. Exhale, cactus out those elbows to the side, bring the back knee, bend through the back knee, hover it off the mat here. Low lunge hover, cactusing out through those arms. Inhale, sweep those arms high, straighten out through the back leg. And exhale, come on down, right? Framing the butt, step it back to your high plank, and then flow it right back downward facing dog. Coming up on the ball of the foot there, coming up off the heel, you're gonna feel like one side probably, unless you're a super balanced human, which is wonderful, one side's probably gonna be way easier than the other on that. I know for sure it is for me. Awesome, awesome. So just coming back into the breath here, into the body. As we inhale, we're gonna shift the gaze towards the front of the mat, bend through the knee, step, jump, or hop, all the way through to Malasana. So yogi squat, toes pointing to the outer edges, hands come through heart center, sinking those hips down, keeping that chest lifted. Good, getting a little sway side to side here if it feels good. Awesome, awesome. And we're gonna take this little power spark through our flow here. So we're gonna do three little flows from this yogi squat or malasana to your down dog. So with the next inhale, we're gonna plant those palms down and step it or hop it back, straight back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Step, jump, or hop all the way through back to that yogi squat. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, hop it back, or step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend through the knee, step, jump, or hop up to your malasana. We're gonna do two more here, this being one of them. Plant those palms down, step or hop it back, right to your down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend through the knees, step, jump, or hop up to Malasana, your yogi squat. Last time here. Inhale. Let's plant those palms down. Inhale. Exhale, jump it back, downward facing dog. As we inhale, we're going to do one more little beastly series through the upper body, and then we're going to start to chill it out a little bit. So inhale, snaking the spine over to your high plank. Exhale, we're going to hollow out through that high plank. Hold it here. And then we're going to step it back in, stacking those wrists back underneath the shoulders. And then we're going to swivel it over, side plank, left side first. So grounding down, stacking the feet, grounding through outer edge of left foot, sweeping right arm high up into the air, and then extending those fingertips towards the front of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, point through the right toe. Option to just stay stacked in this side plank, or point through the right toe. Hover that right leg off the mat. Big inhale, holding one cycle of breath here. And exhale, big step through with the right foot to your low lunge variation. We're gonna bring those fingertips to interlace on the front knee, right above the front knee. Untuck through that back toe, and then sinking the weight into that front hip, keeping that chest lifted. Inhale here. Exhale, coming down, framing the foot. You're gonna step it back onto all fours here, so wrists stacked under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the toes. We'll take one cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Nice and engaged through the core. Feel like you're pulling that belly button into the spine, pressing out through that lift to create that lift through the shoulders. And with the next inhale, we're gonna come to hover those knees off the mat once again, so you're in that bear stance. Inhale here. Exhale, thread the heart back to the thighs, just how we started in this super, super deep bend. As we inhale, pull it back, shoulders stack over wrist, knees hover off the mat, this tabletop with the knees hovered, your bear stance. Inhale, pull it back, hard threads back to those thighs, deep bend. You got it one more time here. Inhale, bring it on over, tabletop, stacking wrists over shoulders, knees hovered off the mat. Inhale here, one extra breath. Exhale, pull the heart back towards the thighs, deep bend here. Straighten out through the legs, making your way back into your downward facing dog. Big breath here. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. We're gonna go on that opposite side now. Inhale, snaking the spine over to your high plank. Exhale, take it out a step with the hands one by one, hollow at that plank. So if you need more of a challenge here, just walk the hands out a little bit further. Make that hollow a little bit wider, have a little bit more length out through that plank. And then we're gonna bring it back in, stacking those wrists back underneath the shoulders. Notice how the plank feels just a little bit harder after you come back from that hollow. We'll take an extra cycle of breath here. Inhaling. And exhale as we hover it over into that side plank on the right side, grounding down through the outer edge of the right foot, stacking the feet, sweeping left arm up into the air and towards the front of the mat. Fingertips reach towards the front. Nice extension down left side body. Option to just stay in this side plank with the feet stacked, or point through the left toe. Hover that left leg off the mat. Take a cycle of breath here. Inhaling. Exhale. Bring the left palm down. Big step through with the left foot to your low lunge. Untuck through the right toes, bringing both those legs to train track. So knees, hips, ankles, all in line on both sides. Interlacing those fingertips right above the left knee, sinking the weight into that front hip. And just coming back to breath here. Coming back into the body. Inhale. Exhale, maybe get a little bit deeper in that space you just created into the stretch. One more cycle of breath here. Good. Inhaling. next exhale, coming down, framing the foot, tucking under through the back toe, stepping back to your high plank, and then flowing it right back downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful, good. Inhaling here. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweeping the right leg high. And exhale, curling it over, right knee comes to right wrist. At first, staying inactive in this pigeon. So sweeping the arms high, biceps by the ear, staying up off the back knee just for a breath here. Creating that length and lift out of the hips and through the spine here. And with the next exhale, we're gonna release it all the way down, untuck through the back toe, release through the back knee, and then release it all the way down to your pigeon. You can bring the head to melt down on the hands here. So maybe even finding a little sway side to side here in the hips. Getting a little extra opening in this closed hip opener. So let's just take an extra breath here. Inhaling. And as we exhale, slowly starting to press up through those hands, tucking under through the back toe. And as we inhale, we're gonna bring that right knee into nose, pressing out through the shoulders here, rounding through the spine. And exhale, thread that right leg high, 3-leg dog. And releasing those toes back down towards the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, sweeping left leg high, point through the toes. Exhale, bring it through, left knee coming to left wrist, but at first staying up off that back knee, keeping the back toe tucked, sweeping the arms high, biceps by the ears. Taking an extra cycle of breath in this active pigeon, inhaling. And exhale, bringing the back knee down, untucking through the back toe, and then releasing that upper body all the way down into your full, relaxing pigeon. If you had your hands on top of one another and the head rested on it, feel free to just switch sides. So if the right hand was on top, switch it, left hand on top. Maybe even getting a little sway side to side here in the hips, inviting some light movement into the space. And just starting to let your mind-body unit start to really chill it out. We flowed, we moved, we breathed. The energy has been worked through the body. So now it's time to just receive all those benefits and really just start to create this presence in your body. Inhaling. And with the next exhale, starting to walk those hands back, wrist stacked underneath the shoulders, tucking under through the back toe. As we inhale, pulling left knee to nose this time, pressing out through the wrist, taking a little round out through the shoulders. And as we exhale, thread that left leg high, 3-leg down dog. And exhale, bringing those left toes back down towards the mat. With the next inhale, shifting the gaze towards those fingertips, bend through the knees, step, jump, or hop all the way through to our seated position. As we bring those feet flat, knees bent, extend those arms out long, and slowly lower it all the way down to your mat. As you arrive here, just taking that sway side to side here with the knees, a little bit of a window wipe. Getting that opening through the hips, the low back here. And then we're just gonna keep that left leg extended. Option to keep that left foot bent and keep that knee bent if the the extended leg is a little bit too deep for you right now. And then hugging that right knee into chest. Maybe taking a few little ankle circles here, a few moving outwards, and then a few moving internally back through center. And then we're going to grab the outer edge of that right foot and then open it up to that half happy baby. The left arm can come out into the side into a T, or if you want a little extra shoulder opening, into a cactus. Option to take a little massage out through the feet too. It always feels good in this space. Good, good, good. And then we're going to switch side. So bringing that right knee back through center, extending that right leg out long, hugging that left knee into chest. Again, option to keep that right foot flat and right knee bent if it's too deep with that full extension of the right leg. And then taking these little ankle circles, a few moving one way, and a few moving back the other way. And then we're going to grab the outer edge of that left foot, open it up to your half happy baby, and then right arm opens out to the side into a T or into a cactus. Awesome, awesome. Oh, the cactus feels good, doesn't it? I love it. And then with the next inhale, let's come to bring that right foot in to meet the left, grabbing the outer edge of the right foot into your full happy baby. There's something about doing the halves and then waking yourself up to the full happy baby that just feels so, so good when you get here. Maybe just getting a little sway side to side here in the spine. Closing off the eyes here if you haven't already. And then we're just going to come to slowly hug those knees into chest, forehead to knee, chin to chest. And then releasing yourself out long, arms come by the sides, palms spin flat up towards the ceiling, and then opening up to your Shavasana of choice. I'm going to go with that hip opener, so the soles of the feet, knees wide, but do whatever feels best in the body right now. Really listen to your body. The feet can come wide, knees can come together. If your low back needs a little extra support, the legs can come out wide. Extending out long, whatever feels best. Just coming back in, eyes closed, letting the breath settle. Feeling the back body start to melt down into the mat. And just coming to do that little check-in here with the body. Noticing any sensations, tingling, maybe tightness, maybe a constriction somewhere, maybe energetically or within the muscles. Just noticing what is alive for you in the body. Honoring yourself for being in this space, for tuning in, for paying attention. Taking a big in-breath here through the nose. And big releasing exhale out the mouth. Letting go of any extra lingering tension here that you may be holding, maybe between the eyebrows, the chin, the cheeks, the jaw, the shoulders, the low back, the hips maybe. And allowing your breath to settle back to its natural rhythm. There's nothing left to do here besides be and receive all the benefits of your practice. Starting to guide those knees back in through center, and then hugging those knees into chest, wrapping the forearms around the shins, hugging that chin into the chest, forehead to knee. Nice and small variation, getting that little massage massage out through the spine if you want to take a little sway side to side here. And then just gently letting yourself falling over onto one side. And in your own timing, making your way up to seated. Let's take a big breath here to seal our practice. Inhale here. And exhale, hands through heart center.